Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Sekai Podcast. I am your host, Ichigo.
And I am Mikan. Welcome.
Welcome back, guys. We're so happy to have you.
Whoop, whoop.
So, so Mikan, how do you feel about a full anime takeover?
I hope so. I wish. I wish the world would be taken over by anime. That'd be my dream come true.
I mean, quite honestly, think anime is starting to take over.
You think so?
I mean, you've got celebrities out here openly expressing that they love anime. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, any celebrity so far that I've heard, like Michael B. Jordan, Chris Brown, Meg Thee Stallion, Ariana
Oh, yeah.
Grande,
Mm-hmm.
especially Meg Thee Stallion, like they're all huge anime fans.
Yep. And they cosplay.
And yeah, Meg Thee Stallion cosplays, which I
Yeah, she looks
love.
fire.
I love her cosplays. They're awesome. And even Michael B. Jordan has recently talked about incorporating, at least in some of his interviews, he's talked about incorporating some fight scenes that he
Mm-hmm.
has seen from Dragon Ball Z into
Oh, Creed.
Creed 3. Yeah.
Yes. I heard him talk about that.
Which I love because growing up, at least for me personally, there weren't too many people who liked anime.
Yeah. And they didn't openly express it. It wasn't like a regular. I
No.
mean, I guess even like if they go on interviews and stuff, talk show hosts didn't really know what anime was. So
Compared to now, yeah. I
yeah.
think once anime started getting bigger, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's only going to grow from here, that's when you start seeing more celebrities really kind of put themselves out there and like, you know what,
Yeah.
guys? I like anime.
I mean, I think 2021, there were talks about, I think Taika was planning to make the movie Akira, and I think Leonardo DiCaprio was like on board. I believe
Oh,
Twitter, they
yeah.
were talking about it on Twitter, but I don't think it ever got greenlit, unfortunately. But that would have been pretty cool.
I remember that. He was so gung ho about remaking that movie. He loves that movie. I think he's talked about how, I think that was one of the first anime that he publicly announced that he liked.
Oh, really?
I
I don't
want
know.
to
I've never,
say
I feel
now,
like, are you talking about Taika or Leonardo?
Leonardo DiCaprio talking about his love for Akira,
Oh, yeah.
the
I mean, I
movie.
feel like a lot of celebrities like that movie, like particularly artistic people. I know
Hmm.
Kanye West has talked about it too
Yes.
in the past.
Oh my
I know
God.
I know he's like, "Oh, I've used that inspiration a lot."
Even Elon Musk, I think, has
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how recent this was, but I know he's tweeted out his favorite
Favorite
anime.
anime? Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yes, I know.
Things like I even think he tweeted Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know, I think he did, like, classics. I know he said something I think Ghost in the Shell, Evangelion, and, like, I think
Mhm.
Akira, like we mentioned.
Mhm. I think it was Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Evangelion, and I do remember seeing Full Metal Alchemist in that list and
Oh,
thinking, "Oh,
really?
wow, he likes Full Metal
Oh,
Alchemist."
wait,
Like, you never would have
let's
guessed.
let me look this up. Oh, here we go, okay. Death Note, Evangelion, Ghost in the Shell, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, yes, Full
Mhm.
Metal Alchemist, Your Name. Oh my god, I can't imagine
Oh,
Elon Musk watching Your Name.
yeah. I can't either. Seriously, I can't either, but
Yeah,
it is amazing to see these celebrities, not just, rappers and
yeah,
actors. I know there are some football celebrities, baseball celebrities that love anime as well. I cannot
mhm.
remember his name. I know he is a football player for one of the NFL teams. I can't remember. He is a really big anime fan, and they were interviewing him and he had on a Naruto.
Oh, really? A little headband?
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
had
god,
on a
that's
Naruto headband,
during
and
the
I think
interview?
yeah, during the interview, and I think, the interviewer asked him, like, "So what
What
are you
is
gonna
that?
do now?" And he said, "I'm gonna go home and watch anime. I'm gonna go
Oh.
home and watch Naruto," which was great. It was great because, like I said, when I was growing up, anime was not that big of a thing, like, not even
Mhm.
among celebrities, just among our generation and older generations before us. If they liked anime,
They knew it,
it
but
was only like they knew it
they knew
and
it,
it
yeah,
wasn't
like, regular
public.
people didn't. Yeah, I feel like
Right.
after our generations or, like, millennials, most millennials know what anime is, but if you ask someone older, they probably don't exactly know what anime
Right.
is.
Right. Which I honestly think anime is for everybody. No matter what
Yeah,
generation you're in,
without a doubt.
they've got anime for kids, they've got anime for adults, they've got anime for teenagers, just they have an anime for almost anything that you can relate to.
Yeah, but I still feel like it's only really people if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't kind of thing. Whereas like an American
Right.
TV show, anybody can kind of enjoy, if that makes sense.
That's true. That's true. But hey, I will say this. I think anime is slowly making its mark on American TV shows. At least
Yeah.
American, I
What
don't want to
it's
say
more accessible.
cartoons. Yeah, it's
It's more
definitely more
accessible for
accessible.
one, and they've started like a lot of Japanese animation companies have made deals with, American companies, so it's just more accessible,
Mhm.
I think. Because back in the day, you had to search and find
Yes,
to
everything was on
find
the
it.
internet. Like Crunchyroll, where were y'all at when we were growing up?
I
Because
know. Or you would have to wait like 10 years for the rerun to play again on TV.
well, it's not even that. When anime really hit us, at least for our generation, we had Pokemon, we had Yu-Gi-Oh, we
Yeah.
had Sailor Moon. It was almost like that was it. I mean, there's also
Accessible to
others.
us.
Yeah,
That's the
that was
thing,
accessible
accessible
to
to
us.
us, and you can only watch it really on TV
Yeah.
because you couldn't get it anywhere else.
That is true. But now, as generations have evolved and as websites have evolved, we've got
Yes.
anywhere
We got all
between, we've
these
got
streaming services.
sites. Yeah, you've got
Mhm.
streaming services like Crunchyroll, High Dive, Funimation, although Funimation has merged with Crunchyroll.
Yeah, and
Um,
Netflix is also coming out with originals, which is
mhm,
interesting.
Prime,
Where was Netflix
Amazon
when I was
Prime.
yeah, when we were 13, we needed that.
Right.
It would've been
Which I yeah,
life-changing.
I think that's why anime is slowly starting to enter mainstream media is because
Mhm.
you have all these streaming services that now offer these options. Did you know that Disney Plus has an anime version of Star Wars?
No, I did not.
It's called Star Wars Vision or
Is
Visions.
okay, so it's just a Star Wars like an anime type of
It's a
thing,
Star Wars
TV show.
anime style TV show. Yeah.
Okay.
And what I mean by anime style TV show,
It has that look, that
yeah,
anime look, yeah.
right, right, the animation style, which, growing up, we only had so many of those type of shows. We had Avatar,
Yeah,
Samurai Jack,
like an
Boondocks,
animated TV show, yeah.
right,
And then the rest are, like, I guess, categorized as cartoons.
which I looking back now, a lot of the shows that we probably watched as kids, I don't know if you've ever seen Totally Spies or
Yes. Totally oh my god, that brings
Totally
back so
Spies
much
has an
memories.
anime base to it. Like, if you look at the
They
animation
have
style,
that
it's very
yes.
anime-esque, I guess, if that's even a
Ho
word. It's very anime-esque.
honestly, not gonna lie, now that I'm thinking about it, they had those, like, long bodies,
Mhm.
and it kinda reminds me of, like, One Piece, the way that the females are drawn.
Yeah. Well, Totally Spies to me kinda reminded me of Sailor Moon and, a lot of the other, like, girly magical type of
Mhm.
shows, but they also had, let's see, Totally Spies and then the first Teen Titans.
Okay.
Not Teen Titans Go, not what they have out now. The
Yeah,
way
the
back in the day where it
original
was
yeah,
was very complex.
like
Complex
mature?
in a sense that they have actual feelings, like, that this person is struggling because they can't beat this person, but then you see the progress of them trying to get to a better level, quote unquote.
Like every
Uh
shonen,
right,
every
like
type of
every
shonen, yeah.
shonen, you can see the development and the progress of the character from day 1 to the end of the series. Like, you can
Mhm.
see how much they grow. I think anime is taking over. It is, like, it's not just taking over in the sense that, you've got these celebrities who are now showing their affection towards anime. TV shows in the States slowly, not all TV shows slash cartoons in the States adapting an anime style, but a lot of them nowadays are slowly adapting an anime style. You also have celebrities collaborating with anime outlets like Crunchyroll.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple years ago, Meg The Stallion dropped a collaboration with Crunchyroll.
What did she do? Was it
It
like a
was is a clothing line.
oh, like
Mhm.
merch, okay.
Yeah, merch. Basically
Yeah, it's like
merch.
advertisement merch almost for Crunchyroll, I guess.
But I clearly remember it had an anime style Meg The Stallion character
Oh,
along with
that's
some
cute.
Japanese text, all on the clothes. It was really cute collaboration. I didn't get anything. I kind of wish I did. Now that I think about it, Meg the Stallion was new to me back then, so I kind of looking back now, I kind of wish I would have got some. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, Crunchyroll has done a lot of collaborations with celebrities. So far that I've seen, they've advertised, at least on my social media, was Meg the Stallion, and then more recently, Lady Gaga.
And what did Lady Gaga do? What kind
It's
of
kind of the same thing as
Oh,
Meg
like
the Stallion.
merch.
Yeah, it's all merch type stuff. They're all anime related. Not like, hey, here's Meg the Stallion's favorite anime, so here's a shirt with, let's say, Meg the Stallion's favorite character, Sasuke. For I don't know if
Yeah,
that's her favorite
okay.
character, but
Yeah.
it's not like that. It's like a team has come in to design anime versions of Lady Gaga and Meg the Stallion and put them on their clothes. Like they've got hoodies, sweatpants, shorts, t-shirts. I think they
Okay.
had backpacks. And it's not just Crunchyroll that does this. There are other clothing brands that have dropped anime merch, such as recently, which I keep bringing up Sailor Moon, but I just love it so much. Recently,
Sta
um,
Oh, yes, their
Sailor
little
Moon had a
Jimmy
collaboration
Choo
with Jimmy
collaboration.
Choo. Mhm.
Those are really cute,
They're really cute.
but not cheap.
They
Especially anything
are,
honestly, anything why is anything that has Sailor Moon just, like, 10 times the price? I don't understand.
because it's that popular. We gonna get you on the hype, okay? We gonna get you on the Sailor Moon hype,
I
okay?
mean, I like Sailor Moon, but I just never I never jumped on that train.
We gonna get you to jump on that train.
As messed up as this sounds, I don't know, a lot of shows that stories with female protagonists, I just never jumped on the train. Once again, I
We
like
gotta pull
shonen.
you in. We gotta pull you in. Well, speaking of shonen, Vans had a collaboration with One Piece.
Oh, yes.
Did you get
And I
any of
know
those?
I kn
Or has it been
no.
released yet?
No, I don't know actually, I've seen it, but I also know, like, a lot of people, like, on Instagram or whatnot, social media, they do, like, paintings and stuff, which are really
Mhm.
cool, but as much as I like anime, I don't really like it on my clothes, oddly enough. I don't maybe it's on a hoodie, but I
Mhm.
don't like it on the rest of my apparel.
I think if it's subtle, I'll wear it.
Yeah, like a symbol or something that's, like, cool versus, like, just an animation of or, like, a picture of the characters.
Yeah.
Like, I like little symbols on hoodies or whatnot, so only somebody who's actually watched that anime and knows it can tell, like, "Oh, wait a minute, is that anime?" I'm like, "Yes."
Hot Topic has a lot of anime style clothes
They
that
do,
are subtle and cute.
and
Anywhere
accessories.
from
Actually
Ghibli to shonen
yeah,
to they
one of
got
my
almost
favorite
anything.
hoodies well, you gotta say, one of my favorite hoodies, I think I got you a matching one, has the Sailor Moon on the back, just the back of her, silhouette,
Yes.
and
That's
it's,
my
like,
favorite
pink and this
hoodie.
big oversized hoodie. I wear that to my airports all the time. It's so
That is
baggy and
my
cute.
absolute favorite hoodie, and I thank you for that because
I
it
got
has
myself
kept me
one.
warm.
It was so
It
cute,
has
I got
kept me
myself one.
warm.
See, I'm
I
kind of on
love
the
it.
hype. Actually, I have, like, 3 Sailor Moon hoodies. I don't know what happened with that, but somehow I ended up with, like, 3.
Yeah, how you end up with 3 Sailor Moon hoodies and I only end up with 1? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, and I have one that,
No,
like,
you gave me 2. I have
shifts.
2
Oh, I
now.
did?
Yeah.
I have one that, like, shifts if you, like, put light on it, it has, like, this, the color changes, which is
The
really cool.
iridescent.
Yeah, it's like a little
Yeah.
hollow glow, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's the other one you got me.
We can be matching when we go to
Hey,
Japan.
let's go. We're gonna be the only 2 people walking around dressed in full anime gear.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be like, they love anime. Yes, yes, we do. And we love the fact that it is taking over our lives. I mean, honestly, I love the fact that it is becoming as popular as it is
Mhm.
because I honestly feel like anime gives people I don't want to say an escape from reality, but it's almost like comfort
Yeah, it's like a
for those
comfort
that really
thing for
like
sure.
it.
No, I agree, it definitely is, but I still feel like I don't know, no matter how popular anime becomes, I feel like it'll never fully be mainstream. I feel like it'll just kind of always be like a niche, which is okay with me.
Oh,
But
where
I
it's
I
only
just
certain people like it?
yeah, it just won't ever be like a everybody can watch type of
Mhm.
thing
Mhm.
where you have Hollywood movies or shows. It's kind of geared toward, I guess, the entire population, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I could see that. I honestly think it is slowly, although right now I think it's a niche, like, depending on where you are, you're gonna find people who like anime, you're gonna find people who don't like anime, you
A lot of it
know?
like, a lot of Western people think it's, like, childish or, like, more like a
Yeah.
cartoon thing, which I do feel though that's changing because, like, younger kids today are more exposed to it,
Mhm.
and, like, if you talk about, like, Attack on Titan, most teenagers or millennials know what it is. Maybe they all haven't watched it, but they know what it is, and have probably seen the trailer or whatever,
Right.
um,
Right. I
and I feel
think
even younger kids know about it too.
right, I was gonna say the exact same thing. I think if you're a millennial and or under, you
Mhm.
at least know what anime is because at some point in your life, you probably were introduced to a show that you didn't know at the time was anime, that is an anime,
Yeah,
you know? So,
yeah, and it just from there, it just kind of was like a domino
yeah,
effect.
yeah, and I think depending on where you are in the world, anime to me brings people together. I mean,
Yeah.
look, it brought me to you,
Yeah.
and we have been friends
Well,
for
Japan brought
10
us together.
years. Yeah, Japan brought us together, but think about it this way, if I didn't fall in love with Japan and anime and manga and stuff like that,
You
I
would have
would
never
have probably
gone.
never
Yeah,
gone to
same kinda
Japan,
thing. Mhm.
and I think that anime kind of brings you into the it's although it's a very, very small part, it kind of brings you and pulls you into the world of Japan, quote, unquote,
Yeah, the
and
Japanese culture. That's the one thing I like about anime merch, though, because I have this, shirt of Killua that was gifted to
Mhm.
me, and I wear that to the gym sometimes, and people have come up to me, and they're like, "Oh, is that from Hunter x Hunter?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is such a good way to, like, just meet people."
Yeah,
It's also a little
yeah.
awkward sometimes, but
But
yeah.
I will say this, I think anime right now, while it may be a niche to some people, like, they like it, it's slowly becoming mainstream. To me at least.
Yeah.
It's
I
slowly becoming mainstream.
Oh, yeah, I feel like when a generation knows what anime is, and even, like, what are the popular animes right now, it
Mhm.
it definitely means it's becoming more mainstream, but I feel like the watchers are still kind of like a niche group.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could see that. I think I don't know, you can almost say that about any type of
I guess,
genre
yeah.
though, not just anime.
I
It's
hope they make more, like, movies that like, Your Name was so popular, you know?
Mhm.
I love that movie. I don't really get I mean, I get it, but I also don't get why it became so popular, if that makes any sense. But I hope they make more movies like that 'cause that was, like, played in actual theaters.
Mhm.
Like, I'm excited to see that. I know Demon Slayer as well, the movie.
Yep, One Piece, the movies have been in theaters. That's why I'm starting to think it's slowly becoming mainstream, and
Mhm,
it started with Ghibli for the movie theaters, in my personal opinion.
mhm.
Like, if you think about it, when the original, like, Dragon Ball Z movies started coming out, for us, it probably
Yeah.
went straight to DVD. I don't
Oh, yeah.
ever recall a time where
No, no,
Dragon
it
Ball
was
Z was in the movie theaters until more recently.
yeah. I mean, like,
You
Spirited
know?
Away really took
Spirited
off,
Away took
and
off, and then after that, they were like, "Oh my gosh, there's so many
oh
people that like this."
yeah, no, wait, can you okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. I really like, Ghibli movies. I love them all. I just don't understand why Spirited Away became so popular. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so
Yes.
cute, it's so nice. I think it's, like, a great story. I just don't get it, though. Why that one? I mean, I guess you'll never know,
That's a
but
good question. I honestly don't know. I wanna say, wasn't Spirited Away one of the first dubbed of
was it?
the
Oh, maybe
Ghibli
that oh,
movies?
yeah, I think you might be right.
I wanna say because it got so popular in Japan that that's why they brought it overseas,
I mean,
because
a
by
lot of the
then, a lot of people didn't know I at least in my recollection
I
of.
feel like a lot of other Ghibli movies were really popular though, still in Japan. I mean, they're like legendary.
That is true, but
Maybe it
I
was just more
don't
fit
think
for an
they
American
hit.
audience.
It was in a sense, but if that's the case, so was Castle in the Sky.
That's true.
Castle in the Sky. Totoro was definitely for kids. And now they've
Oh, yeah.
got Studio Ghibli film festivals
Okay.
where you can
Oh,
watch Studio Ghibli movies for several weeks, and they
okay.
play different movies per week, like all of the Ghibli films.
Okay, maybe okay, I just looked this up, but I think actually Spirited Away was one of the highest grossing movies in Japan.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
why
and
they
that's
brought it
why
that's
they
why they
brought
went
it to
worldwide, yeah. That's
mhm.
why I think anime, once a certain anime reaches a certain level of fandom, they send it worldwide.
Mhm.
Michael B. Jordan. Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, I just want to go back. Recently in an interview, somebody asked him, was his Killmonger suit in the Black Panther when he was first introduced? I don't know if you remember that. He kind of had on like a vest, like a metal vest, right? This was before he did his
Before
thing.
he get the actual suit?
Right, before he got the actual Black Panther suit, his actual suit, someone recently asked him in an interview, was that suit inspired by Vegeta? And he
Oh.
said, maybe, and now I can't not see it. Google search his suit in Black Panther. It looks like Vegeta's suit when Vegeta was first introduced to Dragon Ball Z. And now I can't unsee it. It's in
Okay.
my brain. It's embedded in my brain now.
No, you're gonna embed it. Every time I watch that movie now, that's all I'm gonna see.
Even the colors, like the color scheme, I think if you were to bring Vegeta's actual suit into real life, that's probably what his suit would look like. Color scheme in there. I mean, it was down to a T. I cannot unsee it.
Stop saying this now. You're trying to get me to look at Michael B. Jordan and Vegeta. No, 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 no. This is not good.
Michael B. Jordan is great. Now, I honestly think that Ghibli movies helped pave a little bit of the way for other anime to get on the big screen.
Oh, 100%. I feel like, oh, they paved most of the way.
Right, right. Straight up. I think once Spirited Away hit movie theaters here and had so much,
Yep. Such good feedback, like,
right, such good
everyone loved it.
feedback that they're like, oh, I wonder if other anime could do this.
Yeah.
Which I love that. I love the fact that anime has gotten as big as it has. And I love that the fan base is slowly growing. And I love that anime creates a space for people to really just be themselves, you know? And
Mhm.
that's why I kind of want it to hit mainstream a little bit. I want there to be more people. So I love the fact that these celebrities are coming out saying that they love anime
Yeah.
because it gives our generation and younger generations people to look at and they're like, oh, this person is being so open about something that they love. Regardless of what it is, they're being open about something that they love.
Mhm.
Therefore, I should be open about something that I love that makes me happy.
Yeah.
If they like cosplaying, if
It's
they,
more acceptable.
it's more
It's
acceptable. I don't
becoming
want
more
to,
acceptable. Yes, I
yeah,
agree.
it's more
I
acceptable. It's
and
more
and it's not
acceptable.
like before you would say cartoons are for kids, and there's still that notion, but I feel like
Mhm.
that's slowly becoming, a little bit more non-existent. In Japan,
Right.
it's a little more acceptable, like, you see people reading Shonen Jump on the train, like adults going to work, and yeah, I agree with that. I think people our age are just gonna grow up, and, even as we get older, it'll still be considered like a TV show.
Mhm.
Something you just watch,
Right,
and you
right,
continue to watch.
right. So for
Yeah,
people
no,
who
for
really
sure.
love anime, they're going to watch it regardless. For
Yes,
people
I
who
agree.
they're new to anime, they're probably going to start out with the mainstream stuff that everybody is watching, stuff that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
I think even within anime, you have anime that is mainstream
Mhm.
that gets a super big fan base, and then you have the anime that's, I don't want to say not as popular, but It's got a smaller fan base compared to the other anime. And for me personally, I tried to stay away from anime that hits mainstream.
Oh, really?
Well, and I think it's because everybody's talking about it. There are people that's giving so many spoilers. I try to wait until the hype goes down
Okay.
and then watch it. So, for example, I still have not seen My Hero Academia because when it came out, it got so big, it blew
Yeah,
up, and everybody was talking about it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna need to watch this, but I'm gonna wait until it
dies down a
slows
little.
down a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, just so I can enjoy it.
Enjoy it. I'm a binger, so I like to wait until a season is finished, unless I'm
Oh,
watching with
yeah.
somebody, but I really
Yeah.
hate waiting episode on episode because I also have a bad memory, so I can't remember what happened last week.
I've been
So I
trying
like
to
to
do that
binge it.
more recently. I will say that. I've been trying to do that more
Like
recently
weekly
because
watching or binging?
no, no, binging,
Okay.
because I would rather sit and binge episodes compared to
Waiting.
waiting for the next week's
Yeah.
episode. Because there have been times now, mind you, Spy X Family, I did religiously watch each week,
Okay, yeah. I think I
like
did the same actually. I might have binged 1
religiously.
season, and then the 2nd season I think I watched.
And then when they did the remake of Fruits Basket, I watched that diligently each week because that had me hooked. I was
So I
hooked to that
binged that.
show.
I binged
I
it.
love that show. I think anime can be mainstream and niche at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's got its own perks. Niche where it doesn't have
Mhm.
a huge fan base, but then the ones that are mainstream that have a bigger fan base, a worldwide fan base, you're going to see all the time everywhere.
Yeah.
Anime has like a popularity season, it seems like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's always fall, winter, or maybe fall, spring.
Yeah.
So anime kind of goes like up
Up
and
and down,
down.
yeah.
In the sense that it kind of forces you to wait. Because, think about it. If you've got a really good fall anime, you're probably not going to see season 2 until summer,
Yeah.
maybe next fall, because it takes
Maybe
a
I've just been
while.
Yeah, maybe I've just been spoiled. I feel like back in the day, they just every season, they had such good like, it was like bangers, like, constantly.
You have shows at that time when anime was starting to roll out more. You had
Mhm.
shows like Beyblade that was popular in Japan, so then they brought it here. Yu Yu Hakusho, popular in Japan, brought it here. Inuyasha, popular in Japan, brought it here. Rurouni Kenshin, popular in Japan, they brought it here. Even the live action of Rurouni Kenshin was popular in Japan, and now Netflix has it. You can watch those on Netflix now.
Oh, yeah, those are really good. I mean, those are more recent though, right? Like, not recent like, in the
Um,
last few years, I think.
Within the last few years, but they're
Yeah.
still more recent than other live
Yeah.
actions. I honestly think as the anime fan base continues to grow.
Yeah. I guess it's just, like, I'm thinking of, like, some of the most viewed animes. Those all kind of came out at the same time, if that makes
Mhm,
sense.
it
And
does.
I guess they just don't have that anymore. Maybe they will in the future, I don't know.
We did not have streaming services that we did back then that we have now. They're starting to give us more options. They're still, I think, putting it
Mhm.
out at the same pace. It's just
Yeah.
we now have streaming services that we can pick and choose which anime we want to watch.
Yeah.
Whereas back then it was like whatever was popular in Japan came here, and then that kind of expanded the fan base. Then we started getting more streaming services to be able to watch all different types of anime like
Yeah.
Crunchyroll,
Not
Netflix,
just the
High
weekly.
Dive.
Yeah.
Anime's great. It really
Anime's
is.
great. And I hope it becomes more mainstream because that would mean more anime.
I honestly hope it does become mainstream, more mainstream, I should say, because I want to see more anime goods in
Yes.
stores. Like the fact that I can go to Target and see anime goods makes my heart happy.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
Okay, guys, I think that is everything for today. Let us know, what do you think? Do you think anime is more of a niche, or do you think it's slowly migrating to mainstream media? Thanks, guys, for stopping by, and
I hope
we
you
really
enjoyed.
appreciate it. Yes, we hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you again next week.
See you.
Bye.